Yo, welcome to the Watchers Podcast. WATCHER Hard ERZ. So today, episode 42.
42.
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson show.
To my left.
Tavon, Tri-State _tip on Instagram.
To my right.
Smitty Green Giant on Instagram.
Corey J on Instagram.
And I'm your host today, Tiger19 on Snapchats and IGZs. The government by way of Facebook, Jason Williams, follow the stripes.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing this week?
Doing good. I had to work, but
I'm telling y'all, boy, y'all see me out in these streets wilding out. Y'all know that Garcia dance gonna pop out.
Derek sent a video of him dancing.
Oh, the Alex Wright.
Yes, and I've been like putting some like my own music to that stuff.
I low key was.
Oh my god, it is so funny, man.
Nah, that Garcia taking it to new levels.
Yeah. Just real quick, I just want to give one shout out to my boy Vic. He resurrected my car this week. So if you need some auto repair done, hit bniauto.com.
Big Nasty Inc.
Free promo.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tell him it's Big Nasty Inc.
Yeah, Big Nasty's a real. He a real dude though, man. He got my car running, so big shout out to him.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, him and his brother actually got it going.
Yeah.
So thanks, Vic.
Yeah, he's been doing it for years. He worked on my Corvette years and years ago. When I had I had that car. That was probably like 10 years ago.
Oh, word.
So,
Yeah,
so that's how long he been doing it.
10 years and 18 cars ago.
I know, right?
Jason, I got pictures with you with like 9 cars though, man.
Yeah. Full disclosure, folks.
You like race cars?
I love fast cars.
Yeah, Corvette. I'm like, okay.
Had 3 Zs.
Some people
Had the
change
Evo. 3 Stingers.
Yeah.
Almost had a Porsche one time.
At what point did you stop liking Fast and Furious?
Never. When they stopped using real cars.
But remember that Fast and the Furious night when we had that shampoo when we were driving in the snow.
Oh yeah, and we got lost. No, that's when I had the 3000 GT. We got lost. I was low on gas, and we were lost in Philly. Like we could not find our way out of there.
Chasing gas.
And didn't I end up stopping at a news station?
Yeah,
Channel 6 and Channel 3, one of them.
Yeah, Channel 6.
I think it was Channel 6. Stopped in, had to stop in the lobby.
The driver of the van for the
actual news station.
Yeah.
The
person who drives the van actually got us where we needed to go.
And this was way before like everybody had. This is when people were still using TomTom and portable GPSs in their car and Garmin and all that. And this was still like in the MapQuest days.
I remember I bought one of those damn things and I never hooked. I used it probably one time because I hated putting the instructions in on it.
Yeah, it's a pain. I don't like when she talked to me.
Oh,
so what you had to load it?
I had a Garmin something at one point.
So how did they work? You had to hook it up to something?
No,
yeah, you plug it into
your
like the
cigarette.
The cigarette.
And you put in the address.
And then it had like a little suction cup thing so you could like put it to the dashboard or something.
I ain't like putting all that. I used to just like kind of have it down here.
Yeah. But it was a pain in the ass to fucking type in. Like you tried to put an address in, you had to put the street number, then back out street name, town.
And you ever like accidentally hit the wrong and then got it backspace.
I probably only used it a handful of times. You remember? Did y'all ever have to print out the directions from MapQuest?
Oh man.
That was the best time ever, boy. Because you don't know where you fucking you don't know if it was on step 7 or 17, but somewhere we ain't right.
You got to think about back in the day when your parents they sitting there holding the map.
Yeah. See, I can't even imagine.
Imagine them traveling far.
Yeah, you couldn't have traveled far back in the day.
Well, I asked my mom. I was like, "So how did you know?" She said, "You just stay on 85." She just went straight. As long as it says south, you just go. And I was like, wow. She said, eventually you're going to run into stuff that you notice, and boom, you home. I was like, Wow.
Well,
That's the only way. You had to like know a marker, or somebody told you like, "Hey, make sure you get off on this exit."
Right.
You couldn't just been talking to some girl you met and then tried to go to there, and you'd be fucked up.
let me tell you, I'm an Army brat. When we got stationed in Alaska, we drove from Delaware to Alaska. Drove. It took
2 days.
Huh?
2 days. 2 days and a half.
No, it take weeks. It took like 12 days to get up. Like because you got to stop at night. Yeah, it was 12 days going up.
Oh, y'all didn't go straight through.
13. Yes, you can't drive all the way to Alaska. It's
a plane ride, right?
I mean, no, we drove. I mean, we drove.
Now
So
I'm
I think about my dad got to be the GOAT. Because I'm like, that man had to get maps. And then you got to get another map wherever area you're going to, because you got to get a map that's more accurate to the. I don't even know how we was getting around on MapQuest, man. MapQuest ain't even account for it. There's construction, the roads closed.
Nah,
you telling them I only know what the paper says.
But when you got fucked up and it wasn't matching what MapQuest was saying, you'd be like, "Damn, did I miss that exit? Or damn, did I miss the turn?"
Did they change the name of the road? Like,
And then, damn, you just trying
road closure that you didn't know about.
But what was
retrace your steps back.
Man, it says 2 days and 22 hours. 4,362 miles. That's a lot.
Well,
That's your travel.
Yeah, that car will be smoking.
I remember one time.
You gotta get an oil change in the middle of that.
Big probably would.
Short story. So one time I bought a BMW in New York. I don't like going to New York. When I go to New York, I'm in and out. I'm usually car shopping, and that's it. Like I'm in and out of that joint. I hate having to go up to New York sometimes. But buy this BMW. I didn't even think the deal was going to go through. I just really went up to look at it. They get the deal. The dude's like, "Oh, if we can do this deal today, will you drive this car home?" I'm like, "Yeah," thinking he's not going to be able to get the deal done. Gets the deal done. I'm taking the car, switching all the stuff over. It was a big ass bubble on the sidewall of the tire. So I'm telling him, I'm like, "Bro, you gotta give me a new tire because I'm driving back to Delaware. I can't, be driving back on that tire like that and mess around, have a blowout." So it took this all happened around 11 o'clock noon. I wanted to be on my way out of New York sometime around 2 o'clock. It took them hours to get me a tire. So long story short, I end up in the middle of Soho at about 5:30, 6 o'clock on a Saturday evening, PM.
Okay.
On a Saturday evening in Soho. Anybody that's from New York and goes up there, you already know what it was. And then the thing that sucked, because it feeds into the whole, I had TomTom at the time. TomTom doesn't let you know that, I'm in the far left lane right now. I need to get all the way to the right lane, like 3-4 lanes over, and I only got a block and a half to do it. And like people up there, they flying to not let you in. Like everything you see on TV about driving in New York is true. It is like that for real. But like, TomTom.
Yeah, and there's definitely different driving styles. So, it's aggressive. I would say that tri-state area is aggressive with driving. They drive with a purpose. They drive with somewhere to get to.
They drive like they got raised up.
And if you don't drive like you got somewhere you going, then they're gonna let you know.
And they literally drive like they got rabies up there. So.
But I will say, man, Maryland drivers can't really drive. Something about Maryland drivers is not. Sometimes they just don't be.
The driving ain't driving.
Shout outs to all the Maryland drivers out there. Well, you know who they say the worst is though, outside of New York.
Us.
No, it can't be.
Tavon know who
Jersey.
Tavon know who the worst.
Well, because it's a subset. It's all the same thing. It's all the same drivers. North Jersey and New York is the same driver.
Basically, they crossing over.
Yeah. And a lot of people in those boroughs don't really drive. They catch the train.
Yep.
So
and then they do drive. It's like second nature. All over again. Wait a minute.
Wear the speed racer helmet.
Yeah. So it's all the same thing.
Yeah. But again, thanks, Vic. Thanks, Vic. And it's bniauto.com.
Big Nasty.
There you go. Big Nasty Inc.
Okay. Well, where you want to start at?
Then we have some music.
Music.
Start with some music.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to
Nas
throw
new
some
album.
music on. Can you pass me that?
Yes,
I gotta
sir.
kill this little gnat thing flying around. But yes, what's up in music?
Nas dropped a new album.
Cap's favorite rapper.
I have not heard it.
I like
What's
it.
the name of the album?
Magic 2.
2.
Magic 2. Okay.
I liked it.
He's done with King Disease. That's the last one I heard. King Disease 3. Wasn't that last year?
Yeah.
Damn, he dropped like an album every year.
This is 5th album in 2.5 years.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said.
Y'all heard it? Y'all listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it. It's not bad.
I'm listening tomorrow at work.
Okay.
I do like Office Hours though.
With 50.
With him and 50. I thought I sent it to y'all.
I gotta go back and check.
I mean, Jungle Boy strapped that thing up. I just wish it was a little longer though.
Where do y'all have Nas ranked? Where y'all got Nas ranked?
That's not.
All time.
That
All
starts
time.
whole arguments with me.
He's up there.
He's my
Is
favorite
he?
rapper.
So he's top 10. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it arguable? Is it arguable? He's top 5.
No.
No.
Can you make an argument that he might not make some people's top 5?
He's gonna make everything.
I
can see
because
why.
if I got Biggie, I got Jay-Z.
2 albums. Go ahead, Jason. Say it, man. What you always say.
I don't care about 2 albums.
2 albums.
The pinnacle of those 2 albums have yet to been really matched. So I don't care about just 2 albums.
What you mean
Tell me 2 albums. There ain't many people that got 2 albums better than that.
Jay got 2 albums better than that.
Jay.
But Jay-Z's
Nah,
whole
2
flow
albums
was
better
Jay-Z got big because Biggie died. His whole flow changed. All right.
Well, he was rapping slow.
I feel like we're in hip hop.
He wasn't rapping fast.
He wasn't even. He was really. If DMX ain't get coked out, DMX would have been bigger than Jay-Z.
DMX got 2 albums better than Biggie.
So
I like DMX, but they not better than Biggie's 2 albums.
So the argument's always gonna be because Jay never had a drug habit and managed to live.
So to me, the same argument is LeBron versus MJ. MJ didn't have the longevity as LeBron, but MJ's height was higher than LeBron's. The height of MJ's career, the pinnacle of MJ's game, was better than LeBron's game. And to me, Biggie's game is better than probably all of rap. That little bit of spin, you did not get a better rapper.
I mean, he's done 2.
Yes, Jay-Z has had great songs. He has great albums. But when I look at Jay-Z, it's okay, you were good, but were you better than Biggie? I don't know.
I feel like
If Biggie was still alive, did I say Biggie was doing the same thing? Yeah.
That's my thing. Was I can't really. I mean, he had 2 albums.
And I'm not trying to take one or the other out of the picture. I'm just saying I'm gonna still put him up there.
I would put a couple people higher than Biggie just because of longevity. I'm not necessarily saying that.
And then in that same argument, you have to do the same with LeBron.
Only thing I can say, Jordan took 2 years off, came back, won 3. So that's a whole other argument.
Where do you have Tupac?
Yeah, Biggie or Tupac?
Where do you have Tupac?
I have Pac above him.
I feel
Why?
Like I would have to have Pac.
Why?
Why?
Tell me why. Why is Pac high, but Tupac, but Biggie isn't?
I think because Pac was first, and then Biggie came. I'm just saying
they got the same syndrome. They both, but you gonna have him high and not the other one?
Who put him on?
I would have Pac higher just because.
Okay, I'm not talking about who's higher.
Yeah.
I'm talking about why is it an issue about Biggie being in top 5 and not an issue about and Tupac not being in top 5.
Pac had the material, more material.
Oh my god!
Well, he
And more albums. He had already
more
got more
albums.
albums than Big did.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
And I'm not knocking
Tupac
Big.
was a good
Storyteller.
yeah, but his was more emotionally driven music.
What
So
song was that?
you may feel the emotion, but
What
when
do
it
it?
came to lyrics, Tupac was not near Biggie.
Oh yeah, they were different. Biggie was a
Biggie was not
lyricist.
near Biggie at all.
Biggie was a lyricist.
Big was a spitter. I mean, Pac was a poet. So that's how I look at him. So, but like I said, I mean, just back to the whole thing.
For the
Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
For the record,
Go
I don't have
ahead.
Pac or Big in my top 5.
Go ahead. Say it. Say it.
This just reminds me of the hip hop group where we all be arguing.
You know, and it's not a wrong answer, really.
It's not really a wrong answer, but there's some people's reasons. I'll be like, yo.
No, so look. All I'm saying is, when I mentioned Biggie, there was some opposition. When I said Tupac, there wasn't less opposition. But they both have, to me, the same condition about being short-lived. So that's where I was getting to the root of that. But now I kind of understand. Y'all got Tupac rated higher than me, and that's fine. That's fine. Whatever you want to say, in my opinion, you can't put Biggie past 5.
In the group, you know, they'll say to you, they'll be like, "Oh, that man, that's that East Coast bias shit." That's
it may be. It may be.
No, but it's not wrong.
In the grand scheme of hip hop, and the bridge that he connected between what we got from 50 Cent, later on Jay-Z, and all the other rappers that tried to be Ja Rules and DMX, Biggie was that little bridge between KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane. It wasn't till Biggie started talking about that hardcore shit on the East Coast, because all them NWA dudes on the West Coast
was taking all the record deals at the time.
Then it got a little grimy, and then that New York griminess came in all in the late 90s.
Well, because there was...
Go ahead.
There was a debate this week: Ice Cube or Big, and a lot of people was like, "Oh man, it's Big."
You know what? And
if you really start sitting down and looking at it, you might have to say,
"Baby,
you know what's crazy?
If you listen to this, please comment.
It's a good thing that happened.
And voice your opinion.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just glad.
I wasn't even trying to get to this. I wasn't even trying to get to the.
That was one that
I was just trying to say.
Yeah, drink champ.
Top 5s. I mean, I was trying to say where Nas is at in top list. Oh, okay. But God damn it, we may have to say this for another episode. But y'all not going to disrespect me. And yes, I get it. He had 2 or 3 suspect lines. They were suspect. They were real suspect. Right?
I want to bring him up. Suspect. Go ahead. Take that for him. Go ahead.
But outside of that motherfucker can rap better than 99% of rappers.
My thing was, and it's not no fault of his own. He just doesn't have the catalog, and that's no fault of his own. Okay. That's not.
Yeah, he can't control that.
You know, it was his catalog. I say, because even when Pac passed, and as many albums that Pac had even before he passed, how many albums after he, like, that's how much material that man had pre-recorded.
But Biggie had insane. Other shit that came out later on that was
as
recycled.
Yeah, but there were also songs you didn't hear on the 2 albums that
I'm pretty sure he's got masters somewhere that we haven't heard. But
granted, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I'm just only judging by what he left currently right now. So
tell me a Tupac line that was better than a Biggie line. Just give me, what was Tupac's best line?
The entire hit 'em up song.
The facts. That was a whole lethal.
Okay, hit 'em up is a diss track. All right,
especially if you get shut the fuck.
I'm talking about a music. I'm talking about a album that released a hit song, whatever. I'm not talking about diss, because diss tracks is because Biggie was like, well, I'm not really dissing him. I'm not really going at him. I think he could have.
My thing.
They said he had diss tracks.
That's another thing. Big probably would have cooked them, but it never came out. So I'm just going by what I'm hearing.
My favorite Pac verse is on not even on his album. It's on Art of War.
Ooh,
his verse on Thug Love that's probably my favorite Pac album. Verse. I mean, I don't see my thing with Big, and I can't automatically assume that all the rest of his albums would have hit like the first 2. Because I tell people there was a point in time where DMX, he dropped them first 2 albums.
Fire.
We thought DMX was never going to stop. He was going to go forever.
But
that third album and that 4th album,
Drugs stopped DMX.
Well, we don't never know Big was going to get. You know, we don't know what's happening with Big.
Maybe.
That's to me. This is a classic case. Big is a classic case of an unfulfilled promise. Because we had him for two albums, so. I would have loved to see what he would have did after his second album.
One thing I'm always gonna say, Jay was gonna be Jay. I know everybody.
That's what a lot of people would like to believe.
If so and so didn't
he
die,
would like to
so
believe that, and he tells it. He likes to tell that story that it was always going to be him, AZ, and sorry, was it AZ? It was going to be him, the commission,
him big,
and
yeah,
Charlie Baltimore,
and they're gonna have Ja Rule in the mix.
Who?
Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Which Ja Rule? Ja gets a lot of flack, but I can almost put Ja's first album almost against that. Truth be told, I'll put Veni Vidi Vici against Get Rich or Die Trying.
Nah.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Put that against Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah, I would. All right, for full disclosure, I personally don't think Get Rich or Die Trying is as good as everybody thinks.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
I don't think it's that.
If you had to tell the story of hip hop, you have to put Get Rich or Die Trying in that story.
I mean, yeah, it's
a good album. I was a big, maybe because this is where I'm a little older.
So y'all was running around holler. Everybody wasn't ready to get dollar. It's murder. That's what y'all wanted?
No,
y'all was listening to Cadillac.
But the song, It's Murder, that's him, Jay-Z, and what was it? Him, Jay-Z, and DMX?
One thing, when we was...
That's a good song.
Yes, they had good songs. He had a good song.
First album was hot.
But it's not better than...
I like both of them.
It's not better than Get Rich or Die Trying.
That real shit, Blood in My Eyes, ain't a bad album either. That's not a bad album. That's when he finally went back to being old. The only problem with Blood in My Eyes was it was after you did all these ballads and after you tried to get back to who you were.
You know that all he was a junior DMX. That's what he was trying to be. He was trying to be another DMX, but not be DMX. Yeah. And that's what they were trying to sell him as.
I know one thing. I was doing my Danny Garcia when Holla came on. We was clubbing back.
Yeah, that first album's a real that first album's.
That first album was good. I ain't
and it was it a double? Was it a double or was long enough to be a double?
It was long.
Like he had 20-some tracks on. I was like, yo, I didn't expect it to be that good.
Something Shaka better than that.
Hell no.
Oh, watch tread lightly.
You know, every time Silk rapped, it was funny and fast. I rap somebody say time out.
But I tell people, rap music in general is just subjective.
It is.
It's everybody's opinion.
Yeah, it is.
Because like my number one's Hove.
Okay.
My number two, people get mad about my number two, but he didn't did it long enough.
People get pissed off me.
Big Scorpion. Drizzy is my number two.
See, I don't have him as a rapper.
He's a rapper though.
I have him as a music artist. I don't put him in the category of rapper.
I'm biased.
He does rap, but he's not in that. He's not in the same category to me as. He's not in the same category as Nas.
What's your five? I'm gonna hear you five.
I would have Biggie, Eminem. I would have Jadakiss, and I would have Low Key.
This is New York based.
Low Key. It is. And you know what? Ice Cube is probably my number 6, and that's only because because he's come from West Coast, and I didn't really care for that sound. But I lyrically respect when he went off on the rest of NWA and just
he crushed the whole.
When
group.
I saw Boys in the Hood and saw that how he was writing all the songs for most of them, I was like, I gotta give more respect to Ice Cube than I thought. I got 3 right now.
You say Fat?
No, I said Jadakiss. I said
Eminem,
and
Nas.
Biggie. I'm gonna give Jay-Z number 4. I don't have Jay-Z above Eminem. I'll probably give him number 4, and then number 5. Shit, Chingy. I'm not. Y'all gotta give me a second. Method Man.
I'm not mad at that.
All right.
You know, Method Man low key been grinding through, and
lately
I really fucked with Method Man like when I was growing up.
He's gotten better now.
That Wu-Tang, and he's the only artist that was with Big, Tupac, and Jay-Z. I believe that's the criteria. He's the only. Is it Jay-Z?
DMX, man.
DMX. He's the only one that been with all 3.
My 5.
Oh, damn, DMX.
So that's your 5, DMX?
6 would be Ice Cube. 7 is DMX.
All right.
Damn, I like DMX. Right. I think I'm personally I like DMX more than Ice Cube.
The New York niggas
but I think I got to give more respect to Ice Cube because of everything. And that's why I got to. But people thinking with this one. I like DMX. DMX, he would be in my top 5. I ain't gonna lie.
He's a mom.
So we talking about our personal top 5, like your favorite.
Yeah, he would be. So no, as far as rappers, I'm thinking lyrically right now. Mm-hmm. Favorite rappers, I'm like a Young Jeezy fan. I'm gonna have Jadakiss in both of those. But that's like personal list, like people who I like to listen to. Mm-hmm. But lyrically, yeah, I would have to have Ice Cube above DMX. So yeah, but either way, I got off topic. Sorry.
No. Let's see. I guess my 5.
I said Jay-Z, right? I said he had 4.
You said Jay-Z had 4.
Yep.
Let me see. Damn, now I'm thinking. I got Ghost. I got Redman. I don't care. That's what I'm in. I don't care what anybody says. I am a big Ghostface Killer fan.
Shit, look Ghost.
Yup.
That's the only song I like. And
Wonder Woman,
no, I got
Tony Stark.
Yeah, I love him. That's my guy. Like I said, everybody.
Okay.
If Ghostface see this,
Ghostface.
That's my Ghost, Red, J, X, Pac, Nas is one, and who is the number? LL Cool J, believe it or not, is one of my favorites.
Now that's your personal list, right?
That's my personal.
Okay. That's not based off of lyricists. That's just how you
that's
like.
Just my personal.
Based on who you like to listen to.
Cube does. He should. I'm glad that debate did come up with him though, because Cube was grinding it out back in the day though, before he became Hollywood. People do be forgetting that man was on.
That certificate's still my shit.
All right, Corey, man. Who your number 1?
Number 1 what? That's not even. Come on.
Who? Drake.
Nas.
Number 2.
Nas. Oh, number 2 would be it'd be Drake. Number 3 would be Big Daddy Kane for me. I like him. Then 4. See, I'm from the South, so I'm gonna tell you P.
Murphy Lee.
Hell no.
Oh shit.
Who you say?
Master P.
Master P.
I grew up on that.
Okay.
Then 5. That's a Drake already too, right?
Man, your mom put me on the 8 ball and
MJG, yeah. Ooh.
Your mom had a cassette tape.
Scarface top 10.
Yeah.
So somebody's not making this top 10 list.
Yeah, top 10 is hard.
So somebody not making this top 10 list.
I'm not gonna be 5 for me, but it's hard. You can never put a top 10.
Don't you like what's the name though?
Who?
Ah man, why am I not old school? Not Kane, the other one.
KRS-One?
No.
Oh, Cool G Rap.
Yeah.
That's all I think.
That's Cool G
Rap.
Yeah, I was a man back in the day too.
Sometimes you get in caps car, got Cool G Rap on.
I think Rakim better than.
I never was big on Rakim.
Oh,
Give me Big Daddy Kane all day.
I fucked with Rakim. I fucked with Rakim.
But see, people can hit Rakim with the same thing they hit Biggie with.
Yeah.
You had two albums.
Yeah.
I like older rap anyway. The new rap.
Okay. It's interesting. Y'all got Drake in your top 5 rappers.
That longevity, man.
I get the longevity.
He switches.
It's just not consistent rap.
Slow.
He doesn't have a rap album per se.
He doesn't. But the crazy part is, for somebody that don't got a rap album,
he's an artist.
You could take
who makes hits.
So you would compare him more to like. That's how I feel. How you coming at him more like he doesn't. LL didn't. LL could rap.
Missy Elliott. No disrespect to about the being a woman. Missy Elliott made songs that got played.
LL did the same thing though. That's what I'm saying. That's why I
can
see the comparison.
Sure. I just feel Missy Elliott had a bigger.
Bus was my dude too back in the day. Man.
You think Missy Elliott had a big over LL?
LL? When I think of LL, I think of like 2 songs for real. Maybe 3.
Oh. Damn, you might need to go back and get
LL.
He has songs, but think of his commercial hit songs.
He had a lot.
First one,
I Need Love.
I Need Love.
I'm bad.
Mama said knock you out.
Mama said
knock you out.
Jiggling baby.
Pink cookies in a plastic bag.
No, that's not it.
Backseat of the Jeep.
The one with the singer
4321.
Was it J-Lo?
Yeah.
But that 4321 is more of a. I would say that's not really. It's commercial, but it's more controversial than it is commercial.
Like,
but it's a good ass record though.
They call me Big LA.
Hey, Big LA.
So let's say 5 to 7 songs. Missy Elliott probably had in her span 10 to 15.
They want more song. I just don't think you listen to them like that.
I'm saying commercially hit wise.
He got him.
I would say
He's the reason why a lot of these people even rapping.
Missy Elliott had bigger songs, in my opinion, that reach more people.
You got to understand.
Across boundaries, the same way Drake does.
What was it?
He don't. White people, black
song?
people, more people listen to the Missy Elliott just the same way more people listen to Drake.
I'm sorry. LL
the reason why rap game is what it is.
If I went to somebody random right side, if I went to an Indian guy outside right now and just asked him, "All right, finish this line for me," and it was some random LL Cool J, he wouldn't be able to finish it.
Why not?
Okay, I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet.
You go in New York right now. I bet you could. They know who.
I'm sorry. L was my dude growing up, man.
But you know,
but that's personal preference. I'm trying to tell y'all.
It's personal.
I felt like Big Missy.
Had a bigger impact. People sing "Work It." It was worth it. Can you work it?
Was that not a bigger song? Was that not a big song?
I didn't like that song.
You ain't like it, but it was a big song. It did its numbers.
I liked her old stuff.
It did numbers, regardless of your feelings. It did numbers.
Rain is her best song.
And everybody know if I put a trash bag on with glasses right now, what I'm talking about.
You know who you gonna be. That's just like if people put a Kango on with a tracksuit. Oh, what you run, DMC? That's when you put a Adidas tracksuit.
But some people ain't gonna know that.
Big gold chain.
So my top 5.
Go ahead.
I got Hove, Jay-Z.
I thought he did.
I thought he did his top 2 or 3. You said Jay-Z. You said Drake.
I only got the 2.
Okay.
Cause my number 3 is Busy Bone. I know I said that. So I got Hove 1, Drake 2. But I already know by the time their careers are over, I'm gonna swap those. I'm gonna have Drake 1.
You can already do that now.
Hove 2. I know that. I just out of respect for Jay, I still keep him at number 1, but I'm definitely gonna have Drake at number 2. Or Drake at number 1. But Hove number 2. Number 3 is Busy Bone.
Yo, are you?
Yo, Busy.
But you know what? I like this because everybody's different. So everybody has their preference. So it is what it is. So.
Yeah, are we really going there?
He's gonna finish.
Are we talking about lyrics or who we like?
I was doing lyrics, and then everybody else did what they like.
Oh, but if we're going lyrical,
no. I want to hear it now.
Because Cannabis,
I want to hear it now.
Okay,
I want to hear it now.
I got Biz at number 3. Dang. When I start getting into this territory, if we're going to talk about if it's personal preference, I got a cat that's like big. I think is great. Only had 1 album.
Big L.
No, I like John Forte from the Fugees camp.
Okay.
John Forte from the Fugees camp. He was a what if because he got locked up for the coke.
But what? Why is he there and Biggie isn't?
I'm talking about people I like because I've ran John Forte's 1 album more than I ran both of Biggie's albums.
Okay.
But I like Biggie.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, love John Forte. Oh dang, I don't know because I feel like I'm gonna say it now and then later on be thinking, I forgot. Like I like Cam. I like old Cam too. I like Cam. Rice-A-Roni on a pony, pink computer putin, rootin' the tutor. That's I like that crazy Cam. I don't know. I would have to sit down and really think about it. I've had the list before, and then I'd probably have Styles P in there somewhere because I have Styles P over Jadakiss. Just personal preference.
Okay.
Personal preference. So Styles P might be my number 5. It's a wild top 5 for me.
Okay. And most of my top 5, I would probably keep in personal. I would probably take Jay-Z out of top 5, but
wow.
I still like Jadakiss in my personal top 5. I still like Big in my personal top 5. I still like Eminem in my personal top 5. So.
And see, I don't know how y'all's top whatever's are set up. I have ones that are interchangeable. Like sometimes I can swap some. My probably
a summertime top 5 and a wintertime
like
top. I get
Drake and Hove are always going to be in their spots. They're never going to move. But so I might throw Weezy in there. I might be like, oh man, I just listened to the Carter 2. Now I got Weezy back in.
Is Lil Wayne top 10?
I think so.
Yeah. That Carter.
I personally think so. Even though his recent music isn't.
It's good. I still think the Carter 2 probably.
Is Scarface higher or Lil Wayne higher?
I got Wayne.
Lil Wayne higher, right?
I'm gonna go Weezy over Face. I'm gonna go Weezy over Face.
Hold on, this one may change on me though, man.
Honestly,
this one. I'm gonna wrestle with it.
Weezy over Face, y'all tripping.
I'm gonna wrestle.
Oh, never
I'm not disrespect, and that's not a disrespect to him though, man.
Somebody not making this top 10. I'm gonna tell you right now. Somebody gonna get their feelings hurt about top 10.
That's what I said.
Honestly, we about 7. Yeah, we're gonna have to do viewer votes because I don't think we can be able to decide. We're gonna have to tally votes, and we're gonna do it on the board. And,
right.
That's why when all these entities do their top 50 rappers of all time and all that, I really don't take it in as much because it's different people. I said just 4 of us can't even agree on. We have very few overlapping pieces, so that's what I usually do. I usually look at everybody's top 50, top 20, whatever, and then you just look and you're seeing who are names that are repeatedly on most everybody's. Like you're always going to see Pac, you're always going to see Big, you're always going to see Jay, you're always going to see Nas. Like there's certain names that you're always going to see within that top 10, top 20. So I kind of take them more as okay, they're more recognized as a whole. But like when they did that top 50 a while, I said a lot of people was mad, but I said Drake was in a lot of top 50s and a lot of top 20s of different rappers, different entities, and I'm like, because he's that dude. But
okay, I'm gonna let y'all live with the Drake for today. We gonna revisit this convo another time, but I'm gonna let y'all live with the Drake.
Folks, Drake is definitely a rapper.
He's not, but all right.
When you listen to the album, he's got more rap tracks than R&B. He's a rapper.
Like I said, man, I'm still defending Ghostface too.
I can live with Ghostface.
I ain't gonna say
he knows that I've been listening to him.
I can live with Ghostface.
And he knows that I don't like Ghost.
All right.
Well, you guys my favorite at Wu-Tang, so y'all ain't got to worry about me.
It's transition.
But we're still
it's not the end of this convo. We're going to bring this back up.
We're still in music. Yeah, so we talked about Nas' album. Let's talk about Miss Miranda Lambert.
Who is that?
The country singer who got pissed off.
She had a concert last week. I don't know the date particularly. But she went viral because she stopped her concert to address some people in the audience that were taking a selfie while she was singing.
And what's wrong with that?
That's what I said. And she stopped the whole concert and personally addresses them. I'll show you the video when we get done.
Yeah, she stopped the whole thing.
And then kind of makes a scene.
Were they white? Did anybody know?
Yeah, they were.
So it wasn't like no hate. It was just some what y'all doing?
They were some older Caucasian women.
Okay.
Very easy on the eyes. Older. They look like they could have been on some TV show.
Have y'all seen that?
They were fine.
Thick country singer.
Laney.
Whoa.
Yeah. You about to get shot.
Thick white. Thick white.
Oh, listen, Laney.
Bread.
Laney something. She got a hopper. And she do. Damn it, there, Lane.
Whoa, that's corn bread.
Cornbread.
Corn bread. But go ahead. Sorry, I didn't know.
She can't seen her, but
I understand. But yeah, she stops the concert to address these people that were taking a selfie.
Okay.
I'm like, number one, and most people online are saying, "Yo, she was wrong. You doing too much." But there's people defending it like, if you can't perform while people are taking a selfie, you're number one in the wrong profession. She's in a residency in Vegas. That's what it is. She's at a residency in Vegas. But I said,
Laney Wilson. I'm sorry.
We'll get back to that in a second.
So she's she's in the middle of the concert, she's singing, and she addresses them to tell them, hey, to the people right here taking a selfie. Now, mind you, they're towards the front. They're pretty close. They paid a lot of money for that seat.
Yeah, if I paid money, I could do whatever the fuck I want in the crowd.
I tell people, I said, as long as you're not interrupting the show or
Throwing
keeping other people from
shoe
enjoying the show.
And they weren't.
Mind you, I said, if they wanted to lay there and take a nap, they paid the ticket. They can do whatever they want to do. And to me, it was like a lot of ego.
To me, she was reaching.
I never heard. I don't listen to much country. But is she young? Is she old?
She's older. She's in a residency.
That's an old thing.
She's in a residency in Vegas, so she's been around.
But is she like an older in age?
Yeah. I mean, she's not like old.
Is she 40s?
She's old.
Yeah, she's in her 40s. She probably be touching.
I mean, it didn't make any damn sense to begin with.
But yeah, I'm like, yo, let people enjoy. And the shot that the people actually got was a great shot. Like, they showed what the shot was, and they came out. They've had things to say, and they said like the energy was just different. Of course, it's gonna be different because you trying to discipline me like I'm some child in front of an audience of
she
thousands.
Trying to embarrass them.
But the shot was them, and they get beautiful women. And then she's
in the
right
background.
there in the middle. In the back.
Yeah.
All I want to do.
See, the cool thing would have been was to make sure she was in the shot. Mm-hmm. I would have stopped the show and be like, "Oh, there's a couple here. Let me make sure make it a cool moment instead of making it a bad moment."
Taylor Swift would never. Taylor would have been in there. She'd have been like, "Oh, hold on." But that's the difference. That's the difference. But
yeah. Taylor Swift top 5.
Top 5 artists.
Singers.
Not singers. See, with her, she's not the best singer
until somebody's boning her.
But she's not even the best singer. But she knows how to make hits, and she knows how to make.
All right, and that's what I can say about Drake.
No, but Drake can spit though.
No, he can make hits. But all right, we'll go back.
So you don't listen to the timestamps
when her man leaves her. I'm just saying.
every time stamp album.
He not it. He can make hits. I'll give him that. He can make hits.
He can rap too, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he can rap. Okay. He's a rapidy rapper.
Somebody should have threw a tomato at her though, man. Because I mean, the way how she was on that stage screaming,
it was whack.
Man,
it was whack.
It was out of pocket, man.
I mean, she didn't scream. It was just the whole. You brought this unnecessary tension to it. You did just keep going through the show.
It didn't make any damn sense.
Keep going through the show, dude. You're a professional. Do what you do, and stop worrying about what people do in the crowds.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shout out to her. What's her name, man?
Miranda Lambert.
Never heard of her, but good luck.
Yeah, sorry.
Her country, yeah.
What we got next?
You gonna skip over Jason Aldean?
Who that? You used to keep throwing out names. This is random ass names.
I ain't even touching.
You made that dumbass song.
You ain't even.
Oh, is it? Yeah, don't talk.
It's too much of a spice.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
I know
spice.
We don't want to get into politics and all that stuff.
I mean,
leave that to your own personal.
That's your own personal opinion.
Yeah, I'll leave that alone.
Go listen to it. Make a decision for yourself. But I just wanted to talk about like ticket prices in general. Because I'm gearing
concert ticket prices.
I'm gearing up.
Drake coming up.
It's a Blur tour. Drake and 21.
Okay.
They gonna be Philly, right?
Try and go. Yeah, you got 2 shows in Philly. The August 31st. Not August 31st. July 31st.
There's one in Jersey too.
And August 1st. I don't know. I only look at the Philly days. But he's got 2 back-to-backs in Philly. I'm gonna go to the second one, August 1st. These prices is crazy.
Is this resale or retail?
The resale, because the
resale.
Retail was going like that. Like me, Cat, our boy Tahama, shout outs to T. We were trying to get on there when they dropped. Trying to get in. Like they had a whole waiting room, and then you got in there. Then you weren't even guaranteed to get because everybody's in there rushing at the same time.
Okay.
But I already know I'm gonna have to pay at least $300-400 for this ticket. Woo. But that's my guy, so I'm gonna do it. So
just don't stand.
Shout outs to Klarna. Shout outs to Klarna. Afterpay.
Make sure you get a selfie.
So, is it really just the resale market? That's what's going out of control.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing I heard about Taylor Swift? Is that what happened to her?
It wasn't as bad as Taylor. Taylor had the worst one, but yeah, it's similar. It's going through everybody's thing.
Yeah.
Like people buying them up, they're buying them like they bought
the sneakers. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's just the way. They got to figure out a way to
make you show up there.
verified ticket sales.
Stand in the damn line. Like
one or limit the amount you can buy per
Yeah.
transaction or something like that.
I mean,
yeah.
Maybe
the,
two.
The only good
Two.
part is I don't go to concerts like every other week, so I'm like, all right, I'll spend the $300-400, but like, still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Cause I went
Just
back.
$100 over your check.
I went. Cause I went back to look at what I paid for Drake when I saw him on the Scorpion tour. What was that? 2018 or something? 17,
the
18?
Migos.
Something with Migos, and I paid $190, and I had a pretty damn good seat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this market crazy.
Inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's been years, it's been
They
5
go
years.
way up now than that. Remember that Nori? Remember that Nori concert we went to?
Oh yeah, we went. Nori came to Fantasia. left with all the girls. The one drunk chick almost knocked over the speaker. He started doing bang bang and was like, "All right, Delaware, I'm out." Like, what?
I'll never forget that. He said, Delaware, we fucks with you.
I feel bad because I got him and Brian. I got Jules and Brian to come out there. I think
And we was
$25.
Yeah, we was all saying like, nah,
It was
something
lit at
ain't right
first.
with this. Something
And he
not
was
right
late.
with it.
And he was late. And he didn't do one whole song. He do like a quarter of every song.
He said, what? Next song.
No, that's what happened.
That's
It
exactly what he
literally
did
was
to
like
us.
10 minutes. It was made him listen.
But shout out to Nori. If you ever want to do a collab with us over there at Drink Champs, we're open to it if you're watching Nori. So, you know.
Gotta have that mad dog.
And he owe us like the whole Bang Bang.
You
song.
tell we come with our own sponsors, sir. I guess that's it for music, though.
Yeah.
What's next?
We gonna talk about Comic-Con news, which is no Comic-Con.
Well, because of the strike, a lot of the stuff that was supposed to got announced didn't get announced. They pulled some things, but some comic news came out. The Last Ronin Part 2. They're doing a continuation to that came out. It's a real unique crossover that's going on with Godzilla, Kong versus the Justice League.
In the comic book.
Yeah, the comic. I mean, I saw some of the panels of it. It looks pretty good. And
I saw they did they released a trailer for the next season of Invincible.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that was a really good series. I'm waiting for that to come out later this year. Really good. Really, it's short episodes if you haven't watched. It's only like 8 episodes. It's probably like 30 minutes an episode, but
It's a good ass series, man.
It's good.
That
You may not like it actually.
Oh, really?
It's very
Violent.
explicit.
Superman. That's
Who?
you talking about Invincible?
Invincible. You ever heard of
Omni-Man.
No, you ever heard
Yeah,
of?
isn't it a cartoon?
Yeah, but you heard of what's the other one Amazon Prime got?
The Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys.
Yeah,
It's like The Boys but animated.
but yeah, man, it ain't that bad with the gore.
Okay.
Come on, I came up on Akira. Come on, man, I
get
came from
it.
Akira. Come on.
I wasn't sure where you were at with The Boys because The Boys get a little.
I'm cool with
little
the Boys.
raunchy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Boys. I read some things. I'm like, no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
What else came out? I don't know.
But yeah, cartoons. I came up on Akira, so
Okay.
that's probably the first anime movie that I watched. And some of them anime, they get a little disturbing.
Yeah.
Like,
My first anime was Ninja Scroll.
plus I watched some hentai.
That was mine
That
first too.
was
That was a little bit of everything.
That was hard, man. That was literally was the first anime I ever watched.
Yeah.
Ninja Scroll. And then after that, I was like, they made stuff like this. Then it came from the Guyver. Then it went Guyver.
I like Guyver. That's my movie.
It was a Ninja Scroll, Akira,
It was another one.
Ronin Warriors. I think came on something
Well, I
for
love
some
Ronin
reason.
Warriors.
I think
I
it
love
was.
Ronin
It might have popped up on like television.
Yeah, it
here
came
and
on
there, but
Fox.
Yeah, it was on TV.
I was watching
When I was
Ronin
at middle school.
Warriors, and then later on, it was like Sailor Moon came on like in the morning, and I was just putting it on
Sailor-
before we went to school or some shit like that.
So, who was your favorite of Ronin Warriors?
I just remember the red dude because I had the
Who was
action
your main?
figure.
Ryo.
Yeah.
Ryo.
Yeah,
Wildfire. I like
Mine was Anubis, man.
Anubis. Yeah, he was a true funny. Who were your
Quake with
favorites?
Fear.
Sailor Moon,
I don't even remember the other ones honestly. I just remember Sailor Moon
Sailor Jupiter. All
and everybody. I remember a lot of people say Jupiter. Some people say Pluto. Is there a Sailor Pluto?
I think.
She was like later on or something. But either way, I really honestly don't remember the rest of them. I just remember Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Man.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Techno Man back in the day too.
I never watched it. No.
I have to give you that, man. It's basically make a long story short. It was a family of astronauts, and they got took over by this venomoid spore or whatever it was, and then after a while, it overtook all of them. But the dad saved the one son and sent him off into the Earth to stop the resistance. He didn't fully transform, so he was fighting for humanity and everything.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good though, man.
Okay.
I got it at the house. I'll loan it to you, man.
Yeah.
It's like it was like
It's animated?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's anime.
Okay.
I'll sing you the
Yeah. Anything else at Comic-Con?
I think they announced the Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Man. See, the thing is, a lot of the big studios dropped out, right?
So you really didn't get anything. So
Yeah, and that's because of the strike.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah. So did something about Mortal Kombat? Oh, you know what came out? Oh,
They got Omni-Man.
good. Yeah, Omni-Man and Peacemakers in it.
Yeah.
But if y'all got a PlayStation, y'all got to play that Spider-Man, man.
it looked good.
That Spider-Man on PS5, that Miles Morales was good. The original one was good, and this one looked like it's about. You saw the trailer, Corey?
No.
Oh man,
It
did you
looks
play
good.
the original? Did you
Yeah,
play?
I played the original.
Well, Venom's the main enemy in this one.
Yeah, but you gotta
Well,
watch this
I'm-
trailer.
I saw it, man.
I'm kind of
It
sorry.
looked
I
like
got
a movie.
PS5.
It looked like a movie,
They
huh?
shot it.
I'm
one.
kind of sorry I got one because now I want the one that come out with the game.
Oh, with the controller,
and the PlayStation Spider-Man.
yeah.
I said, damn. If I get my hands on it, I'll sell my other one. Shoot.
I watched that trailer. I said, damn, they could have made this into a movie.
Yeah, they even put Craven in it. He looks good in it
Yeah,
too.
they did all right. But
Yeah, but it was a weak con this year because
because usually San Diego does the big movie theaters and the trailers and announcements and
everybody
stuff like
pulled
that.
out.
So we didn't really get that this year.
I wonder if they're gonna refund people that.
No,
Yeah.
they're not because it's not a criteria.
Yeah.
It's the con is the cosplay and the walking to
But-
meet the artists and stuff like that.
but it's just that
Photo ops.
everybody was expecting. That's where you get a lot of news and the whole 9
Yeah.
yards. They come out there because they know that's where
Well, they
everybody's
ain't really
gonna
been
be at.
doing that in past years, though.
Because what I would say is they've been using their own media to announce it. So
Yeah.
Disney made that
D23,
D23,
which kind of pissed a lot of people
Right.
off though because
and so they
because
started
of that.
saving a lot of their news for that. But usually I think Warner Brothers and them would stick to Comic-Con.
Well, they try to get to the con because they know that's a younger.
But
audience.
even then, they made their what was that? The DC Universal. What was that shit called? They had their own thing.
and it didn't last long.
It was only for like a year or two, and they did their own like comic. Oh, it wasn't even Comic-Con. It was just like
A virtual thing.
virtual thing. People attended, but again, same
Yeah.
principle. We use our own media to announce shit and make it our own day.
Yeah, that was a bitch doing that. You had to literally create a Hotmail or something account. Then you had to sign into the whole thing. And then the thing kept buffing the whole time. And I was just like,
I was there the first
stopped.
year. It wasn't bad. I watched it the first year. The second year, they didn't really have much to announce. But either way, yeah, I'm gonna try to go to San Diego Comic-Con. I'm gonna try to go next year.
Yeah. You better start doing it.
I'm gonna try to go
Get
next
the
year.
book in the room early now.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's the con.
Yep.
what else we got?
We gonna gloss over Adam22 and his wifey.
I mean,
We didn't get into it last week.
we
We're not gonna get too
got a lot of
much into
stuff.
it.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about after this.
Nah, it ain't too much after this.
All right,
I mean,
sure. Let's do a real quick. Just
they did their thing, but now other people are wanting to get in on the action. One, Antonio Brown
so
made his intentions known.
He literally was shooting the shot.
so. I don't want to get.
Into
I don't want to get. I don't want to say the wrong thing. All right,
Just give us soliloquy of what
but
it is.
would y'all
no,
be in this predicament?
no.
That's not even a question you should have
Correct.
No.
And I don't want to say it, but I feel like it needs to be said. And I could be wrong. There may be a person of melanated skin that does it.
No,
But I don't think this is a
don't
thing.
even know where you're going. I know where you're going. You don't even need to go there.
It's not.
But when you go to maybe your adult viewings of movies and you go to certain categories, when you go to that when you go to that section, it always looks a certain way. Correct. And there's times where you don't see it look a certain way. Yeah.
I don't think
he's a simp.
No, I just don't think outside of that, a lot of males are dealing with that.
Yeah, nah.
I think it's a unique thing.
What they started with, they would do stuff with a girl,
and I get it. I get it. And maybe this was like, all right, it got to be fair. Let me get my.
But then she stepped out and said, "I want to do a scene with just me and another guy," and
she had dark thoughts.
By the way, the guy's name is Jason. No relation.
He got high hair too.
It's something that you can't get back.
And now he was trying. They got a kid. They just got married and they have a kid.
They got a kid too.
They got a kid.
It's something about that I feel like you just can't. You can't. It's lost. It's lost after that. Yeah, it's lost after that.
It's one of those once the ones are out there.
And okay, yes, he been doing the scenes with other women and her, and maybe it was just different. Like something about this was different.
No, this is different. You are in a scene with a dude by yourself.
And you know what? If I'm like, I ain't gonna be in the scene anyway because it's not. I don't want to see another. No. But yeah, it's over. It's done. It's done.
But now
you cut off.
And now he got on the show and
that may be sexist. I'm sorry, but it's done. It ain't in the fashion of everything afterwards. Mm-hmm. And
now they're going at it.
The stuff that was described.
Well, initially,
it wasn't.
He was fine with it and talking about it openly. But now the more people are jumping in line, now it's becoming a bigger joke.
I think what it is he's mad because everybody. Well, like you said, he's the butt end of everybody's joke right now.
Well, I think he knew that going in. I think he was also thinking, any publicity is good publicity, and that's the mindset.
I think it backfired on him right now. So.
I'm just not. I'm not built like that.
Yeah, I'm neither.
I'm not built.
I damn sure ain't.
Call me insecure. I'm not about that life.
Not somebody that you're married to.
No.
Not somebody that you're married.
Hell no.
And if that's the lifestyle where they're fully porn stars now, okay, maybe I get it. But this sounded like a rare. One-off thing,
and now she might be on her way to some more ventures.
Yeah, that's how the door starts opening.
You done cracked it open. He about to bust that thing.
It's gonna be wide open.
But Antonio Brown now he came out and said he wants to go nuts, and
a couple other people.
Adam22 was mad about that. Had some things to say about it. I'm like, people are gonna.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
My thing is, if he put her out, I'll say it, be obvious. I mean, he put her out there, then people going to say what they're going to say.
I mean, in fairness, he didn't put her out there. She could put herself.
She put it out herself.
She put herself.
She brought all this.
She's a woman. He's not her property.
Now, I want to be fair. She has been doing scenes with him with other. He has been piping other chicks. So I'm being devil's advocate. He has been piping other chicks with her.
But she likes other chicks, so
she's been a part of it. So
she's getting gratification as well.
But
not just for him.
Good Lord.
I see what you're saying.
There's a different type of life that I can't live.
Yeah.
Then the fact that he's
and none of my alternate versions could live that life either.
What if it was you and an alternate version of you? Would you let that live?
We fighting. We fighting. Which dimension was stronger?
Would you let that rock?
No.
Hell no.
It's you, but just from another universe.
No.
Competing against yourself.
Nope.
No. All right.
No. Okay. No. Hell no. That's a hell no.
All right.
But yeah, that's their little thing. So, shout outs, thoughts and prayers to Adam22 and his wife, Lena the plug.
Thoughts and prayers.
So what else we got? Y'all got Spence and Crawford. Go from one sport to
Well,
another.
we're a week
sport.
away from that.
Yeah.
You don't wait for that.
You want what?
I think we already put our. Well, Corey put his in. Corey picked Spence, right?
Yeah.
Who you got, Julian?
I'm wrestling with this.
You gotta put you gotta put it in now because the fight next week.
All right, Crawford.
Jason.
I'm retired from boxing. I don't even watch boxing
All
anymore.
right, I'm gonna go Spence. I'm gonna go Spence.
That's just me.
I'm gonna go Spence.
Like I said,
we'll see what happens next week. You could be right, Julian. You could be right. Don't double down.
I'm not double downing, but I like both.
Don't back down.
I like both, but I just think
you might be right.
I think Terrence
We'll
may
see.
catch it, man.
We'll see. I just want to put the votes in now before the fight happens. So we'll see what happens. Anything else boxing we missing?
No.
That fight will be next week, so we'll talk about it more next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing really major in sports that I can
For once,
recollect.
we had a slow news week.
The Hornets got sold today.
Hornets?
Yeah.
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson. Oh, sorry, Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan shares.
Yeah, he paid $275 million, sold for $3 billion.
Okay.
wow.
Did they say who bought?
But he still owns his stake.
Mm.
He didn't sell it all the way.
Okay. He
So I
still
think
got
like
some.
10% or something like that.
Oh crap! Didn't Magic Johnson buy?
The
And
Commanders.
He's the owner now.
Oh yeah. Dan Snyder's out of there.
Magic Johnson got in it.
Yeah, I think he's one of the owners of the team. Now.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know
Him and his fruit flies.
that. Yeah, come on, man. Let it go. Let it go.
Oh, no, but no. On serious note, he's talking about owning an NHL team next.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said it complete his portfolio. Because he owns the Dodgers. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, I know that.
And he owns the Commanders. I know he did have a part in the Lakers. I don't know if he sold it.
Yeah,
or
he
not.
did. He sold his interest.
No, he had to sell it.
Okay.
He had sold. Yeah, sold all his
I
shares.
rock with it.
That's good for us, though, man. We finally us getting some representation.
No, it's not, because then it killed us when Jordan sold it, because now we don't have a minority owner. Yeah.
So I know Dwayne Wade got something in Utah, but it ain't much. But
He owned the Sky now.
oh, he do.
Yeah, he bought into it.
Oh, he bought the whole thing.
No, I think he put
Didn't
Shut up.
Usher have something in somebody? Didn't Usher?
the Cavs. Jason
Okay.
laughing.
Yeah. What's so funny,
It's for his
Jay?
daughter to play, man. Chill.
You still on the? You still on the? Okay. All right. You know, let people live, man. People live their lives. Transformers was a good movie. Transformers was a good
We
movie.
saw a lot of those last night.
That was a good movie.
Oh shit.
You gotta let
Something
them know.
else happened. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Been a minute, but
let people live their lives. man.
You ain't shit.
the views and ideas of members.
Damn, I ain't heard that in a long time.
It's been a minute. Oh man. But
Got anything else?
It was something. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't feel like there was any. I'm just prepping for football season. So
Okay. I mean, we had an hour and 3, so we ain't gotta kill it.
The training camp, just everybody
yeah.
reported.
Pay the running backs.
We'll get close. Oh,
Yeah,
Saquon
running-
Barkley was wilding out on the Giants,
running
right?
backs are going nuts right now.
I don't blame him too, man.
He was saying, "I'll say fuck the team if I got to." Some shit he was saying.
He said I could say fuck the team, but he didn't.
All I'm
But
saying
you-
is, you remember how that worked for the last person that thought they was bigger? I'm gonna sit out. What they do? Le'Veon Bell went from being probably at the time, he probably was like a top 2 running back. Sat out a whole year, came back, ain't do nothing. I tell people, if what messes it up, people like Kyle Shanahan and all them, they'll go find a running back. Oh, I don't need to pay you $10 million. I go find me somebody in the 4th, 5th round. Look at what's his name? Eli Mitchell for y'all. 6th round.
And it happened on multiple occasions.
And his dad is famous for that. Finding people in the 6th, 7th round. I'm not paying no running back top dollar. Just go find another one.
Yep.
I just feel bad for him though, because I'm like they getting hit. Like, at least compensate them something.
But see, like the people who comment and said shit, like I was looking at Christian McCaffrey, bitch, you got your money.
So he got paid.
Derrick Henry, you got your money.
Yeah.
Not all. Yes, but
Now
like,
they're getting older and they ain't gonna be getting them big.
See,
money.
but also, are running backs changing the game like that right now?
Not
They
not how they used to.
Not how they used to be.
They're spreading out now more.
If you're not doing, what Debo Samuel's doing,
I was just about to say.
I don't, you're not gonna make. But it was a rough time for Debo to get paid because they was like, we don't know what to pay you as. You want to pay you as a wide receiver? We respect you, but we don't know what to pay you as. And if you were one, just take the ball up the middle or just trying to run on, I guess he ain't gonna get no. What's your boy on the Cowboys? Is he still signed to the Cowboys?
Zeke?
Yeah.
Nah,
he's still a free agent.
Still a free agent, right?
He got his money. He got his money in Chick-fil-A.
Fournette out there, Dalvin Cook out there.
Yeah,
That's crazy though, man.
I think he's right. They've been grabbing random people with wheels and say, "Hey, we need you on this down. Make sure your legs start moving," and that's it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you look at every starter, that's probably
Raheem Mostert. He got paid, but they was just grabbing people and turning them into stars.
The Chiefs starting running back in the Super Bowl last year with Isaiah Pacheco, 7th round pick.
Yeah, turned them into stars.
You know what I'm saying?
Now they crying like my man from the Broncos right now. But it's just messed up all around. But hopefully it'll work itself out.
Hey.
Thoughts and prayers.
Running backs out in the NFL.
But that's not like the glamour. Like back in the day, the glamour position was running back, quarterback.
Yeah,
you was like the face of the team.
Yeah, like Emmitt Smith.
Yeah,
Barry Sanders.
You can even go back like Jim Brown. That was the glamour spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now the wide receivers then took over.
Yeah.
I mean,
tight ends taking over.
Think about it. Outside of the Titans, who would you say like, oh man, the player you think of when you think of that team is the running back? I think maybe the Titans, but who else after that? Like
that's
you really start thinking.
Yeah, there aren't no real big running backs. What was I about to get to? Damn.
Y'all quarterback?
Nah, I was about to switch the whole subject before we got out of here.
We got
go ahead.
I mean, we done with sports, right? Everybody go with sports.
Yep.
All right, on to the piece de resistance movies.
Which one are we going to start?
Y'all should wait a week, right?
Huh?
Y'all should wait another
Don't
week.
go into detail.
We're not
because everybody haven't seen.
I'm not saying anything.
So we had 2 good releases this week.
You saw a movie that I didn't see, so you can start with that one.
2 big releases this week.
The 2 juggernauts. This
Barbie, Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
For the people that saw both, Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Let's go with Barbie. Who y'all saw it?
Well,
Anybody saw it?
He's going to talk about Oppenheimer first.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
I didn't get to see it. At some point, maybe I will catch it. So don't give too much of a spoiler. Just kind of give your opinion on it. And what would you rate it 1 to 10?
I will give it 7.
Okay. I got good reviews. I heard good reviews about it. Better than 7s out of 10.
Like I said, I'm literally just coming out from the theater from watching it from here. So I have to really sit down and really think about it. It's good. It's a solid 3 hours though. And it's a lot of tension in it.
did it feel like 3 hours, or was it a fast 3 hours?
It felt like the 3 hours. It was the 3 hours is more like a tension type build. Everything was just like building and building and building. It was more of like an anxiety tension film watching. I like it. My rating may go higher when I'm thinking about it. The acting in it was good, and that's all I will say, pretty much, without giving anything away.
Okay. All right. I won't take away from it. So let's transition to Barbie. What's your before you get into it? 1 through 10.
I am going to give Barbie a 10.
No. Wait. Before you give the Barbie a 10, I want you to, when you think about your ratings, compare them to the other movies that came out. I don't think you gave another movie a 10 this year.
I gave one a 10. I think.
Who?
I think it was Spider-Verse. I think it may.
I don't think Spider-Verse was your number 1 movie.
Yeah, it was. I think it was.
Of the year?
Of the year? Nah, not of the year.
I think you gave it a 9.
I think I gave it a 9.
You gave it a 9.
So you're saying Barbie's better than Spider-Verse?
No, I'm giving it a 10 for a different reason.
See, when I rate it, I'm rating them based off what I'm rating other things too.
Okay. I'll just say this: my personal rating is probably gonna be a 9 or 10. I'm gonna watch it again just for. to make sure I'm going to give this the right score. But I was just going to say this: I was entertained by something that I was not expecting it to be.
Okay.
It was fun.
And yes, a movie can be good and you can enjoy it. Again, though, when the rating come out and then we do our top movies of the year, if you gave this movie a 10, I'm expecting you to say top movie of the year is Barbie now.
Nah, like I said, it's a lot of things that I'm going to have to really sit down and look at with the year. But
Okay.
as of right now, this ain't the Spider-Verse, but this was, I mean, maybe I'm giving it a higher rating because I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was.
Okay.
I mean, a good story is a good story, and this one was entertaining. I mean, from the beginning, and who stole the movie is up for your suggestions once y'all see it, and I think once we all see it, and then we can all.
Okay. Jason,
thought it was great.
you saw Barbie.
I thought it was great.
1 through 10.
This has got to be in at least a 9. And how I don't even want to give it a number rating because right now with the movies I've been watching this year, I have a cluster at the top and I can't pick who's top. So I got.
So all right. That's how we do top 5.
But I'm gonna tell you what
Let's
my cluster
do
is.
top 5.
I'm not gonna do a top 5 because I got my cluster is more than 5. So I got a cluster of movies that I all have
all right.
top.
I'm ready.
Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Air, which I kept forgetting Air came out this year. Air, Transformers. Those were the 4 movies I loved this year.
Okay.
I got Barbies in that cluster with them.
So Barbie's 5.
So can we do
But
this?
I don't have a number.
So can we look instead of ranking them? Can we do a tier? Can we do a tier
That's a
system?
tier. That's a tier they're in.
They're all in the same tier.
Yes, they're all in the same tier.
My, all right.
You said Air?
I had Air top. That was one of my favorite movies this year.
Okay.
No, that was good.
Okay.
Like I said, it was entertaining. It was not.
It's up in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's in that tier, yes. Of movies.
And Barbie is up there with them.
Because you know how I it's like when I see a movie and I'm like, damn, I can't wait to go back and see that again.
Okay. All right. The way y'all saying it is a good movie, and now I'm about to go try to watch it. But all right.
I got it in that tier. Like,
Okay.
I'm hyped to go see it again tomorrow. I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm gonna let y'all
We
live.
actually talked Brian. We actually told Brian to go see this, and that's like one of the hardest people to go really.
You gonna go see this, Corey?
You know what?
Barbie.
I got nieces, man.
But it was crazy when we went to go see it. That theater was packed.
I expected to do numbers. I expect people to go see it.
Especially a bunch of women.
Right. Just the way I thought Mario was going to sell because it's Mario, it's Barbie. Certain things are going to sell and people are going to watch it.
This weekend, so.
But I wasn't expecting y'all saying top movie of the year
It's in my top
category.
tier.
So.
It's up there.
Okay.
Like I said, I had to really sit down and think about it once this year is over with. But
Okay.
I was entertained.
I wasn't expecting to put it up that high. I thought it was all right. We're gonna see what this is. We was in there like, yo, this don't got no business being this entertaining. Like we in the movie saying that to each other, like, bro, this is crazy.
And the other thing, it was more the jokes in it and everything. It was more adult themed than what they were.
Yeah, I remember that movie was probably pushed for more adults. You know,
Yeah.
that Barbie old as hell.
I mean, it's PG-13, so it wasn't it's not a kids per se movie.
But I wasn't with that. I didn't expect seeing some of the stuff that they got away with in there.
Okay.
There,
I mean, it was good. It's great. I'm gonna see it again tomorrow. I can't wait. Then at some point, I'm gonna see Oppenheimer.
At some point, I want y'all to think about where it ranks, though. Not just in a top. I want y'all to give me a number. Not right now. Not today.
See, but I have a problem.
Not today. But at some point during this year, give me a number where this movie.
I think probably by November I would know what everything is.
I ain't gonna be. I already know I ain't gonna be able to do it because I already got Guardians, that 3-headed monster, Guardians, Transformers, and Spider-Verse. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to pick one's better than the other one.
All right, well, you're gonna have to close your eyes and pick.
It's gonna be a 3-way tie.
Because I'm also now
at number 1.
Because now I'm saying that I have Mission Impossible was really good. Like I said, then we still had John Wick was still creeping out there.
I forgot about John Wick.
That's why I said I had to really sit down and
Tavon out here trying to make us do all these countdowns.
I just want y'all
We
to
try to count down on rappers.
be consistent about
movies.
the rating.
This comes in again
Because when you rate something one thing and you rate something else another thing, and then in the grand scheme of things, you may not have them in the same category, it gives off the wrong
vibe on it. So.
Yeah, it gives off. They don't trust your rating, right? So I just want to make sure that y'all thinking about the other movies where y'all had them ranked, because when you say Barbie's a 10, that means it was better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
He said 10.
Huh?
He said 10.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm holding.
I just want to make sure that we comparing and
Are you sticking to that 10?
Because if I'm looking at my scores, I think all those movies in that top tier are all in the 9.
in that 9 range,
So
right?
they're all.
And I can agree, and that's fine. That's fine. I just want to make sure that's the highest I heard so far. A 10 was the highest I heard, so that's why I want to make sure that we.
Because I wasn't expecting that much from it.
Okay.
But
All right.
that's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
But I still think Spider-Verse for me is my favorite film I've seen all year.
Okay.
Thus far. So.
All right. We got anything else?
I think that's about it.
That's all for this week. We haven't talked about wrestling in a couple of weeks, and I'm not really trying to get too much into it. We talked about that Garcia dance. That's it. Ain't nothing better in wrestling right now than that Garcia bop.
MJF and Cole.
Huh? That MJF and
Cole.
Adam Cole. That's what I was about to talk about real quick. That thing, I think they gotta let it rock.
They got
one of the tag belts.
I think
They have to.
Gotta let them rock. And
I'm trying to remember if they have done this before. Has they done it?
No.
See, we have to see. That'd be
it's
something perfect.
something about this duo that you kind of believe it, kind of don't, but it don't even matter. It's just the right perfect of personalities.
He
That they
saved
just
Cole
messing.
too, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
I forgot Cole was over there. He was like an afterthought. And
And
then teaming him with MJF.
it's working. It's working.
When he pushed that button for the music, man.
I like the little vignettes that they do where they out somewhere.
Oh, eating and all that.
Yeah, it's working.
It's something different.
It's working. And they lucked into something. I think they got to
They
let it
gotta
rock.
win. They
gotta let it rock.
And the crazy part is it also stems out to now what do you do with Punk at FTR? Now do you turn both of them? Or do you keep them?
I think they're okay at what they're doing.
Yeah.
Even if you want to let them just, because who's FTR really going to face?
Yeah.
It's really just Acclaim. We talking duos, right? Unless they do a trios thing with CM Punk
No.
and make them go against House of Black or something like that.
No.
But right now, the duos is really the Acclaim, the Guns, Bullet Club. But even the Guns and the Bullet Club are but even them, they're not really together right now. The Guns and Bullet Club then formed their little faction, so you could probably do something with all three of them, but it ain't where it's at.
I mean, 'cause
Tag
that's
team ain't really where it's at in AEW right
Because
now.
then if you have.
They're doing more trios matches than
Yeah, trios is more where it's at
Well,
in
the thing's
AEW.
going to start being if you have MJF doing the tag thing, what's he doing with his belt? Not to mention you have Punk's.
I let them double rock the belt.
But
I let
Punk's
them
been
double rock
talking
the belt.
about, and then Punk's talked about his belt. So they're acknowledging the fact that Punk has a belt, MJF has a belt. They're
Yes.
playing with that. So
Okay.
at some point,
Okay.
you're going to have to meddle that out.
Something.
And at the same
Sure.
time,
I don't want to see that.
you have
Sure.
to deal with.
I think it's going to happen.
I mean, they're going to have to now. Cause
But I think
they've said
I
it.
think some time has to pass.
Yeah, but it's gonna,
And I think in between that time, though, you let this Adam
No.
Cole MJF thing build out, and you let it rock to the point where people forgot that they don't really like each other, and then that's when you do a heel turn for MJF again.
No,
If they
I
wanna-
wouldn't even do a heel turn for MJ. I do a heel
You
turn
do
for
it
Adam.
because it's the unexpected thing,
Yeah.
right? And I agree. I do
'Cause
agree.
MJF, he can come off as a face, that weird
I
kind
think
of
his
obnoxious
face is actually better than his heel right now.
Yeah.
MJF's face is better than the heel right now. He lost the heel momentum.
And I said,
Whose
even,
fault is that?
It was
not a-
CM Punk's.
that's
It
not
was
a
CM
fault
Punk's
of
fault.
his.
It was CM Punk's fault.
I mean, it was,
They're going to have to beef that feud.
CM Punk ruined.
I'm telling you right now,
turn.
dude, if they book that match, MJF versus Punk, people don't want to see that.
Yeah, they
mean-
ruined that
I
momentum.
mean, or it doesn't even have to be MJF. MJF could just at some point lose the belt to somebody.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who he loses it to, but when whoever else takes the title,
Yeah,
Punk can still go like,
I guess.
y'all running around with a title that you don't even.
Yeah.
Punk
when he came back, that's what it should have been his MO.
Well, Punk's feuding with Ricky Starks right now.
I mean, he does. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he
They trying to build it, but even then, Ricky Starks don't feel like a heel. They're kind of like
They
fighting
just
it.
threw him in there, man.
Oh no,
Baby Rock.
he cheated again.
I know, but people aren't really like booing him. They still rooting for him.
Well, that's because he's going against Punk. Punk's now got the Cena treatment, so
I guess.
he's got that Cena thing going on. So
They're gonna have to introduce somebody. I feel like.
We're gonna do something.
I mean,
Big
but
time.
it feels like every week Collision's the wrestling show.
Yeah, well, they do have the most wrestling on Collision.
It
It
feels
has
like
the
the
most
wrestling
wrestling
show.
time on Collision. I think there's an actual Twitter page that tracks how much time has been. Obviously, WWE has the worst amount of wrestling time, but Collision has the most amount of time spent wrestling in all of the
I
shows.
kind of wish Collision was on Wednesday.
Yeah, but
I
something
wish-
about
I
Wednesday
wish I could swap
too.
'em.
I hear you.
I wish I could swap.
I hear you, but that Wednesday show be hitting too. I can't knock them. And that match was alright.
Which one?
Blood and Guts?
Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts had a good card.
I went to sleep.
It was
The
actually
Blood and
I
Guts
didn't
had a
feel
good
like I didn't
card.
feel like watching Moxley bleed. I went to sleep. I was like, I'll take a nap.
Blood and Guts had a good card. And yeah, the MJF Adam Cole thing is hitting right now.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to talk about that real quick. I don't really want to get too much else into wrestling, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks with some of these storylines we gotta kind of get updated on. But that was it. Anything else we missing for this week?
I guess
Nothing that I could think of off top.
it was a 15-year anniversary to The Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And he just released his latest movie, so
Yeah.
I guess it was fitting
Mhm.
for Christopher Nolan. So
I like Rises a little better.
Who?
I like
Dark Knight
Rises better.
Okay.
It's just crazy that it's 15 years though since all this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll throw this one out. Do y'all think that movie changed comic book perceptions for the good or the bad?
I don't think it changed anything about the comic book genre.
Because they went right back into the
Yeah.
Marvel.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was trying to get to that more realistic and
If anything, that was the effect that it had, is that we don't have to do campy comic book movies. It can have some basis in reality. It can have some gravity to it. But then there's also a fine line of, do we make it too brooding, i.e. the Batman, or do we give people a little bit,
brooded all the way. That's me. That's just how I like it.
So
I want the coffee black and cold.
again, that Batman had
like the streets of
the
Gotham.
benefit of not having to deal with other superheroes in his universe.
Yeah, he did.
So I think that's where he benefited from. So
Yeah.
we could talk about that on the whole.
Affleck had to go get
Yeah.
Superman and shit,
Exactly.
man. Like, it was wild.
Doomsday. That
He
shit
was like,
was.
yo, man, I'm getting fucked up. Man.
speaking of Ben, just the stuff I've been reading about that lately, though, man. Man, they messed up.
Well, we'll see in a couple of years how this
Who
turns out.
knows?
So.
Who knows? They may like, yo, we gonna go ahead and run that back.
But all right, I'm good if y'all good.
We all good.
Yeah.
I still gotta go
So
get something to eat.
good.
So,
Tavon's starving. We got him down here starving.
well, if there's nothing else, go ahead and take us out, sir.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. This has been episode 42, 42
Dose.
of the Watchers Podcast. WATCHERZ. Don't forget the hard ER.
The hard eat.
Hard ER.
Here we go.
So, taking us out to my left.
Not in my city. Say it one more time. The views and something.
Oh, yeah.
Views and opinions.
The views and opinions of certain cast members do not reflect the views and opinions of the watchers as a whole. And find us on Snapchat.
Oh yeah, we
got
never
find us on
Snapchat. now, baby. We on Threads now.
Oh, we are?
Are we?
Yeah.
Find
Look us up
on,
on Instagram. You can see the Threads account.
so find us on IG, Facebook.
Nah, we ain't on
YouTube?
Facebook.
We
You just
on
making shit up now.
Oh no, because he put the link up on Facebook.
We on Instagram. We on YouTube. Spotify,
that's what it was.
Now Threads.
and Apple Podcasts.
Apple Music.
The Watchers.
You can find us at Sam Goodies. You can find us at The Wall. We everywhere.
Yeah, you can scan.
Just aged yourself.
I know.
Yo, it was nothing wrong with the
Cause I don't know nothing about no damn Sam Goodies.
Yeah. Oh, I was.
Sam Goodies was the where's that?
We get out of here.
Episode 42. I'm Tavon. Tri-State_Tip on Instagram.
Smitty Green Giant.
Corey J on Instagram.
And I'm Tiger Helly on the Snapchats and IGZs. Facebook by way of the government. Jason Williams. Follow the Stripes. And we're out. Peace.